A massive black-gated mansion stood silently in one of New York's most elite neighborhoods. This was the home of Ethan Blake, a young billionaire known for power, success, and control. Today was different. A black limousine stopped at the entrance. The driver quickly opened the door. First stepped out Ethan Blake, calm, composed, and powerful. Then came his new wife, Victoria Blake. She was elegant, beautiful, but cold. Her eyes carried judgment, not warmth. The staff stood in a straight line, silent and nervous. Victoria looked at the mansion and said softly, "Nice, but cold." Ethan smiled slightly. "It's your home now." Victoria ignored him and walked inside, observing everything like she was evaluating a business, not a home. A maid respectfully greeted her. "Welcome home, ma'am." Victoria stopped. "Don't speak unless necessary," she said coldly. The atmosphere instantly turned heavy. That was the first moment everyone realized. This mansion was about to change. That evening, the kitchen was busy preparing dinner. Every detail had to be perfect. Suddenly, Victoria entered without knocking. The entire room froze. She looked at the food and said, "This oil is cheap." The chef nervously replied, "Ma'am, it's imported." "I don't care," she interrupted. A maid accidentally dropped a spoon. Clink. Victoria turned slowly. "Why are you shaking?" "I am sorry." Victoria picked up the spoon and placed it on the counter. "Here, mistakes are not tolerated." Within minutes, the maid removed her apron and quit. Silence followed. Ethan watched from the doorway, concerned. "You don't have to be this strict," he said. Victoria replied calmly, "I'm not strict. I'm precise." And that night, the mansion lost its first maid. Days passed, but the situation only got worse. Small mistakes turned into big confrontations. One by one, maids started leaving. 3 resignations in just a few days. The once lively mansion became quiet and empty. Whispers spread among staff. "No maid lasts here." Ethan noticed the change, but said nothing. Victoria remained unchanged, calm, controlled, and emotionally distant. Within a week, the mansion was almost half empty. Tasks were delayed, cleaning was slow, and tension was constant. Ethan finally confronted Victoria. "You're losing staff too quickly." She replied without hesitation. "Replaceable people always leave." Ethan stared at her. "And people don't matter?" She paused for a second. "They matter, until they fail." That night, management informed Ethan, "No agency is willing to send maids anymore." The reputation of the mansion had collapsed. A simple taxi stopped outside the mansion gate. A young woman stepped out, Lina. Unlike others, she showed no fear or excitement, just calm confidence. The guard warned her, "No maid lasts here." Lina replied softly, "I'm not here to compete. I'm here to work." Inside, staff whispered as she entered, "She won't last either." But Lina didn't react. She simply walked forward. That night, Victoria entered the kitchen again. The entire staff froze. She looked at the food and said, "This is wrong." The chef tried to explain, but she cut him off. "I don't follow standards. I define them." Her eyes shifted to Lina. "How long do you think you'll last here?" Lina calmly replied, "As long as I do my job honestly." A brief silence followed. Then Victoria said, "We'll see." Days passed. Victoria tested Lina constantly. Pressure, humiliation, criticism. But Lina never reacted. No anger. No fear. No emotion. One maid whispered, "She's either fearless or strange." Victoria observed her closely. "You're still here," she said. Lina replied, "I'm just doing my job." Victoria smirked. "Let's see how long logic survives here." One night, a power issue opened access to the basement server room. Lina entered while cleaning. Inside, she found a computer still active. Financial files were open. Hidden accounts, offshore transfers, suspicious transactions. Her expression changed for the first time. She quietly realized Victoria Blake was connected to illegal financial activity. Suddenly, footsteps approached. Lina quickly hid. Victoria entered, checked the system, and left calmly, as if nothing had happened. Lina now understood. This mansion had a dangerous secret. A formal dinner was arranged. Ethan, Victoria, and Lina sat at the table. The silence was heavy. Suddenly Victoria spoke. "Everything here must be perfect." Lina calmly responded, "I don't ignore what's wrong." The room froze. Lina placed her phone on the table. Evidence appeared on the screen. Ethan looked at it, shocked. "What is this?" he asked. Victoria tried to deny it. This is fake. Ethan raised his hand. Enough. For the first time, his voice was firm. Silence filled the mansion. Ethan stood up. Is this true? He asked. Victoria hesitated. Lina calmly said, it's not a misunderstanding. It's proof. Ethan closed his eyes for a moment, then opened them. Remove her from the house. Victoria froze. You can't do this. I'm your wife. Ethan replied. And I trusted the wrong person. Security escorted Victoria away. Before leaving, she looked at Lina. You think you won? Lina answered calmly. I didn't come to win. I came to reveal the truth. Victoria was taken away. Ethan turned to Lina. Stay here. Permanently. Lina picked up her bag. I was never just a maid. And she walked away into the morning light.